My name is Amanda, and I'm going to show you how to make this tank top. It's a good project for beginners because it mostly just uses single and double crochet stitches. It's worked in the round from the bottom up, so there's no side seams to sew together, and you can try it on as you go to make sure it fits. You can use any yarn that you like and any crochet hook that you have. I'm using size 2 fine cotton yarn and size 4.25 millimeter crochet hook. Start off with a slip stitch to make a chain. The number of chains needs to be a multiple of 12. And the length of the chain needs to be long enough to fit around your bust. If you're going to make your tank top long, then you also need to make sure that it'll fit around your hips or wherever the bottom of your shirt is going to sit. So here I'm just checking to make sure the chain fits around my bust and my hips, where the length of the tank top will sit. You could also use a tape measure and measure it that way. I like to do it this way. So after you have your chain, you're going to join it with a slip stitch in the first chain. Chain 3. That counts as your first double crochet, and then you're going to make another double crochet in that same stitch. Chain 1, and then 2 more double crochet in the same stitch. And this is our pattern for the whole project, the 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. We'll be doing that a lot. And then you're going to skip 2 chain and then double crochet 1. And then repeat that, skip 2, and then do the 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the third chain. The first row is always the hardest to get it started. And then skip 2 and make 1 double crochet in the third chain. So just repeat this pattern all the way around. And then we're going to join in that beginning chain 3 that we made. We're going to join in that third chain. One, 2, 3. Join with a slip stitch. And then we need to go over to that chain 1 space. So slip stitch in the next double crochet, and then slip stitch into that chain 1 space, and then we can begin the next round. Chain 3, that counts as the first double crochet, then double crochet, chain 1, 2 more double crochet in that same chain 1 space. Now we're going to front post double crochet around that standalone double crochet right there. So a regular double crochet, you would insert your hook into the top under those top 2 loops like that, but instead you're going to insert your hook around the post. So you're going to go from front to front around the post, grab the yarn, pull it up, then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, just like a regular double crochet. And I'll show you one more time. So we're going to do the 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the next chain 1 space, and then front post double crochet. So just like a regular double crochet, just around the post instead of through the top. And that's it. Just repeat that pattern all the way around. And then we'll join in that 3rd chain with a slip stitch. So here I've made a whole bunch of rows, and here's what the pattern looks like. Those front post double crochets make a textured stripe pattern, and the number of rows is going to be up until it fits just under your underarm, however long you want your tank top to be. Then I place some stitch markers to mark where I want my armholes to go. So I place 2 green ones in the front and 2 purple ones in the back. If you don't have a stitch marker, you can use safety pins, bobby pins, paper clips, or just a scrap piece of yarn, whatever you have. And you want to make sure that your stitch marker starts where you finished your project last, so we don't have to cut the yarn. We'll just continue from where we were. So I'm going to slip stitch over to my stitch marker. Your stitch marker needs to be placed on one of those front post stripes. So now I can begin the next row. So I'm going to turn my project. I'm working on the front panel. Chain 3. And then work our regular pattern of 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the chain 1 space. And since we turned our work, we're now working on the back side. So there's one small difference I want to show you. Our front posts are now on the other side, so we're going to do a back post double crochet. So you're going to insert your hook from the back to the front to the back. So not like this, that would be a front post. You're going to do it like this. That's a back post. Grab the yarn, pull it up, and then finish your double crochet as normal. And then continue the pattern for the rest of the row. And here's what it looks like when you turn it around. It looks just like the post on the other side. Then when you get to your next stitch marker, the end of the front panel, you're going to end with just a regular double crochet into one of those front post double crochets. So that'll be the edge. Chain 3, turn your work, and this time you'll be working front post double crochets on this side. When you get to the end, you're going to do a double crochet in that third chain of the beginning chain. So here's what mine looks like. I have 3 rows for my front panel, and that brings the front of the tank top up. So as many rows as you want to do to get to the neckline that you want. And then next we're going to add the straps. So think about how thick you want your straps to be, where they'll hit your neck and your shoulders. You're going to do the exact same pattern, but we're not going to go all the way to the edge this time. So I'm speeding it up. Where I want my strap to end, I'm just going to do a regular double crochet. And then turn. So this is the width of my strap. You're going to keep going until your strap reaches the top of your shoulder. Then just make a chain, cut the yarn, and pull it through. There's my first strap. So now we're going to make the second strap. So since my first strap started on the wrong side, I want my second strap to also start on the wrong side so the pattern matches. So since my strap was 2 of those little patterns width, I'm going to start here, join a new yarn, chain 3, and then just repeat for the other strap. So now I've got my 2 straps. The front is done. Next I'm going to work on the back. Now you can make a back panel and bring it up higher if you want to, or you could leave it lower and just make straps. I'm going to bring mine up higher, so I marked mine with those purple stitch markers. Okay, so here it is done. The same way I did the front, I did the back panel, and then I just did 1 row for the straps. So now we're going to sew the straps together. So the shirt is inside out with the right sides facing together, and we're going to join on the wrong side. So insert your hook on the last stitch of the front and the back straps. Pull yarn through, secure with a slip stitch, and then just single crochet. And so you're just going to single crochet across the straps, in each double crochet and in each chain stitch. So just line up the stitches from each strap, insert hook under both top loops of both straps, and make a single crochet. This is my favorite join because it's really secure. And here's what it looks like after it's been joined. This will sit at the top of the shoulder, you won't even notice it. So here's our top, mostly finished except for a few finishing touches and some edging. So now I'm going to do the edging around the armholes. I like to join at the bottom of the armhole where it'll be least visible. And you can join anywhere, it doesn't matter. So I start a new yarn and just did a little slip stitch to secure it, and then just single crochet in each double crochet and each chain stitch across the bottom. When you get to the side, you're going to place 2 single crochets in each of those side double crochet stitches. So I just go around that double crochet and make 2 single crochets, and then move to the next one, 2 single crochets. So just keep going all the way around until you get back to the bottom, and then here I'm just going to join in that first single crochet with a slip stitch. Cut the yarn, pull it through. So here's our strap. This side has the finishing edge with a single crochet and this side does not. So it looks a little nicer. And the other reason I like to do the edging is because here's what it looks like unfinished. It's kind of floppy, it doesn't hold its shape. And then once you add that finishing round of single crochet, it just looks more finished, it fits better, it sits where it's supposed to. So repeat for the other armhole and the neck hole the exact same way. Now for the bottom of the shirt, we're going to add a little edge here. I like to join on the side where it'll be least visible instead of in the front or the back. I joined in one of those front post double crochets, stripes. And this is my shirt upside down. I'm working on the bottom of the shirt. So I join a new yarn. And then we're going to do that pattern of the 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the stitch of the same pattern. I don't know how to explain it. I'll show you. See, it's in that same stitch, just on the underside. And then when you get to the next front post, you're just going to do a single crochet. So it gives this nice little scalloped edging. And just repeat that all the way around. And that's it. Our project is finished. We have a nice tank top